What's going on, everybody? Tonight, a little challenge here. The orange one. Or the orange you glad it's almost not hot. It's the League of Fire challenge. This is made by old Agness store, Steve and Michelle. I can't speak highly enough of Steve and Michelle. They're just fantastic people, super nice. They make great products. And again, go check them out. Old Agness store. They don't just make spicy stuff. They also, make just regular type brownies and goodies that aren't spice related. So they have a lot to offer, and everything that I've ever had from there has been just superb. So the ingredients on these: marshmallows, organic puffed brown rice, unsalted butter, premium white chocolate, a blend of 20 super hot peppers, orange oil, and table salt. 20 grams, says Stephen Michelle Enjoy, has my name on there. But around 23. Yeah, so let's try it. So the thing on these, I did a couple in San Diego when they released these. They brought them with them, which was super cool. My friend Kathleen and I did them. She did one with me. She was a champ. And she enjoyed it. It wasn't overly hot, but all right, there it is. Yeah, these things are super tasty, though. I mean, it's a fun little challenge that they just came out with. It's pretty cool. I like, how the League of Fire and their suppliers and producers and people that are making these challenges, I like how they're making products that, are entry level challenges and all the way up to super chili head level challenges, right? Like, I think it's good. I mean, it gives people that want to get into the spice game and want to see what it's all about and want to eat something better than a fucking Pocky chip. This is it. You know what I mean? But it also gives, seasoned chili heads and other people just a chance to still burn a little bit, get some tasty stuff in their stomach, and still be able to push and do burns on their off days, or whatever. I mean, so I think they're fun, and I hope that these companies, the League of Fire and places like that, continue to promote these smaller challenges. I think they still have their place, just like every other thing. My throat's a little raspy. I don't know if I'm losing my voice. I don't know what's going on, but here's what it is. This thing's beautiful. These are so tasty. I heard somebody describe it as like a dreamsicle. Right on. I kept saying like orange sherbet. I think it's pretty accurate as well. And we got a 2-minute afterburn. Whoa, shit, did it break? Don't break. I don't have a backup. That might be something I need to look into, getting a backup timer just in case. I think I'll do another one. I'm going to do a couple tonight. Oh, I have a few. Orange You Glad, and it's a clever name too. This one says, Orange You Glad You Started Here, Stephen Michelle. Has my name on it again, and then the other side just like a little, somewhat mischievous little face on it. So again, also, you know, the League of Fire came out with like their hero cards and stuff for, you know, chili heads and different things. They're pretty cool. You know what I mean? Like, just it's a great idea. I told Paul and Shin in San Diego just how incredible I think they've been running the business, and Matt as well. I didn't get to meet Matt, but you know, just what they're doing and the creative things that they've come up with. And so with every challenge you buy, at least through the League of Fire and Old Agness, comes with one of those hero cards. It was like almost 200 now. Somewhere in there. And so, I was saying, they come with the hero cards. My TikTok family, I'm going to miss you. It's going to be a longer than normal video, and my videos are pretty long as general. But if you want to see how many of those I ate, it'll be on my YouTube page. So back to what I was saying. I'd never seen my card, ever. I was joking with people that they weren't even in production. until in San Diego, Shin had some that I was able to sign for, and you know, it was all fun. But I'd never had one, and I finally got one. First one. So pretty cool. So they actually are in production, all of them. You know what I mean? I just jokingly was saying that. You know what I mean? Like, man, my throat. Like I said earlier in the video, I don't know if I'm losing my throat, but I'm getting hoarse, and I don't know if that's a sign of COVID, but some people tested positive coming back from San Diego, you know, in the groups that we were, you know, the people that we were with. I feel fine. I felt fine. Everything's good. But it's been 11 days since I got back home now, and I know that COVID can kick in between, you know, 11 and 14 days later. So we'll see. You know, hopefully not. I don't know. But that's the only kind of thing I got going. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but people at work can hear it. I can hear it. I can feel it. My throat's not scratchy or anything. I mean, it is a little now because I'm eating this stuff, but, you know, so I don't know. If anybody knows if that's a thing of COVID, fuck, let me know. You know, because I really don't know. And I gotta open this a little bit sooner. I was gonna do just a couple of these. It's hot in my house. what is today? June 29th today. I still, knock on a little wood, haven't used the AC yet this summer. And usually in northern Nevada, I've got my AC on, in May, for sure. I've just been rocking a ceiling fan out here where I'm at right now in my kitchen area. I don't have it on because it makes a little bit of noise. I might turn it on here in a minute though, just to cool down in here because it's about 80 something in my house. So we're getting, and then I use a nice little fan in my room that stays on even in the winter and shit most of the time, right? It just stays on, but we're getting close. I'm gonna have to crank up the central air, get that fucking AC cranking because like right now it's hot in here. Right before I sat down to record this video, it was like 79 in my house. Now I've got my front door open, so obviously that's not helping. Let's do another one. But I just like having doors open and shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But with the hat on, I might have to turn on the fan above me. Mm. Got a little boxing. Fresh pods from none other than Lone Star Mastiffs. Super stoked, man. There's some fucking killer pods in this one. He sent me some good ones, man. So I'm gonna probably jump into those tomorrow. Get into some peppers and shit. I'm gonna do another one. Might as well get to the 5 mark. So, yeah, super good. Lone Star Mastiffs, Gary Smith. This is the first season I've ever gotten pods from him, and definitely won't be the last. They're phenomenal. I mean, he's got really good pods. And he's got, in this box here, he's got, you know, a handful that are new pods for me. One in particular I'm super excited about. It's probably going to be the first one that I do, probably tomorrow. Super interesting pod. And again, and Gary didn't even know much about its origins and what it is. And it's a mustard, so should be fun. I really wanted to do that pod tonight. I just figured, you know, let's eat some of these. And this thing going. Just the last time I looked at the timer during part of the afterburn, it was at 22 seconds. It was just now at 22 seconds. That's funny. So I do now have a little nose drizzle. This will be 5. So right at 4. The most I'd done prior, I did 3 in San Diego. And I didn't get much of any kind of feeling, heat sensation wise. I mean, I did. Don't get me wrong on that. I just didn't do any nose run, really any kind of. Most of the burn on this is centralized in the throat a little bit. Kind of it. I want to see if there's sugar in here. How much sugar? About 10 grams. They are 130 calories each. If I'm wrong. Well. I'm gonna get the disclaimer out because I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting at the beginning of my videos. So, I, Stephen Edwards, am 18 years of age or older. I have read and understood the product disclaimer at the League of Fire website. Will not hold the League of Fire, their manufacturers, or suppliers liable for any ill will or damage that may arise from me consuming this product or so far multiples thereof. I am of sound mind and agree to this without question. I'm gonna do another one. still here. They look like little mini cakes. You know what I'm saying? Like, it looks like a little mini cake. Doesn't it? Oh, you know what else it looks like? Is a ding dong. You guys remember ding dongs, dude, from Hostess days? Like, I think they still make ding dongs, and it's been a while since I've had one, but like everything else in our world today, it's gotten smaller, more expensive, and not as fucking good. I remember ding dongs when I was a kid were just like, dude, that was one of my favorite snacks. One of my favorite treats, as we used to call it in my household growing up, you know, after dinner treat, you know what I'm saying? Mom would be like, what do you want for a treat tonight? You know what I'm saying? Like, fucking ding dongs, cereal, fucking Pop-Tarts, chocolate milk. I used to drink chocolate milk by the fucking, I mean, I used to have the quick powder that you made yourself. That was ridiculous. I thought it was going. No time limit on how long to eat these. If you're going to do multiples of, you have up to a minute to start the next one after the afterburn. So, but when you're on the challenge of this particular one, there's no time limit on how long it takes me to eat this thing. So the heat's starting to build up a little bit as far as, you know, challenge level. It's not really burning sensation more in the mouth or anything like that. It's not building that way. It's building just based on a sheer consumption portion that, like, the more of those you keep eating, you know, it's hard to describe, you know, because the heat in my throat and my mouth really isn't any different. But the effects that it's kind of taking on the body in terms of nose is starting to run a little bit, you know, those type of things is now kind of getting to a decent little challenge level for me. So six of them. fucking mess. I think I could do one more. Too late now, I already opened it. Yeah, starting to little nose run action. After this one, I might turn on the fan if I go for another one. I have one more after this. That's what I got. You know, so. Mm. Ooh. I want to hit the back of the throat a little bit. The worst fucking tissues I've ever had. Kind of want to turn that fan on, but I don't know. I'm gonna do one more. It's the 8th one. You know, might as well. We bought them. You know, and it's. I usually don't do multiples of things. Like they're just, it's hard for me. Even on the challenges that are like, you know, 1-2 point situations, man, it's still hard. I give a lot of credit to chili head brothers and sisters out there that can do you know, multiples, dude. And there's a lot of you that they do multiples like almost of every fucking challenge that's out there. You know what I mean? Crazy. I struggle with that, man. That's very hard for me. Only League of Fire challenges that I've ever done multiples of is now this one, the ginger one, the Pocky chips, and that's it. You know what I mean? Everything else, man, I stick to one and I'm good. You know what I mean? Now, what I like to do though is I'll do a burn every day. I like to burn consistently every night, every day. But a lot of props to those peoples that can do multiples of things like this, man. Like, cause it's, besides the heat factor on, spicy challenges, the consumption amount, man, is a fucking feat and a task all in its own, man. Like, it's incredible, man. It's like, that's why I've always, kind of thought that some of these challenges and different things, when you start doing multiples of, it goes, in my opinion, from a heat thing to a food challenge, like just an overall food challenge. The food eaters like Katie Prettyman and these people that like eat 100 fucking hot dogs in a sitting. You know what I mean? It's remarkable, dude. Oh. It's a lot of sugar, man. And I'm not a big sweet fan anymore. when I was a kid, oh boy. But as an adult, I see it. It's a long video. Oop. Oop. Fun times in the old Edwards Casa. Nose is, it's moving around a little bit. But about it. You know what I mean? One more? One more. Oh, that was reminding me of like a movie or what was that? Gosh dang it. Adam Sandler's in it because I'm picturing Adam Sandler. Ooh. And he was the one that said, "One more, yeah, one more." You know, I think it was the movie Blended. Have y'all seen the movie Blended? Adam Sandler, Drew Barrymore. That's a cool movie, man. I love that movie. It's a fun one. I think it's that one. 24 seconds this time I looked. And I'm not looking in there, dude, I swear, because it's hard to see in the timer there, like exactly what it is, because right up in here, that, you know, right where it's at right here, like this whole bottom part of my screen, you know, is your stop, pause, boom, boom, bullshit, whatever, right? So it is kind of hard to see it. Might not have to eat dinner tonight. This might be it. And for the grand finale, since it's not really a grand finale because I'm just going to do one more. It's the same thing. What would have been crazy is if I pulled out like a fucking crunchy or something. Nope. That would fucking be a disaster waiting to happen. So my friend Kathleen in San Diego, she bought her friend. I already said this in the video somewhere else. Anyway, she bought a coworker of hers a crunchy one, and she sent me a video of the kid doing it, and he did it. I mean, he got it down. Could tell he was hurting. You could tell he wasn't quite ready for exactly what was about to happen to his body and whatever. I could see it, because I've been there. But he did it. He put it down, and he lasted a good minute or so before he went for the water, and then he started drinking some ranch. You know what I mean? A little panic mode started kicking in. But fucking props to that kid, man. Like, he fucking, I was like, he likes spicy food and hot sauce. He makes his own hot sauce and shit. So I told her, I said, look, tell him he's like far beyond where I was at. You know what I'm saying? For that. The crunchy one, that was a rough one for me, dude. Not an easy challenge by any imagination, dude. It was tough. So for him to just put it down like no problem, and then have some problem is incredible, dude. Yeah, they're all falling over now. So anyway, last night, I don't know if I told this story, but I had the plumbers over last night, and they got it done. It's pretty late, blah, blah, blah. And I didn't have any money for a tip, and it's like, you don't really need the tip. When you're spending that kind of money for professional plumbing and this and that, like, these guys are getting paid good. Anyways, but they did a good job. I was happy. They were cool dudes, blah, blah, blah. So, I was like, you like hot stuff? And he's like, oh, yeah, I like spicy food, blah, blah, blah. He goes, I like Mexican food. I said, okay. So I gave him one of my favorite hot sauces, Picante Primo. I gave him a bunch of packets. And then I gave him a Killer Queen. Chug. I warned them. I wonder how his night was. Anyway, then I woke up this morning thinking about it, and I was bummed I fucking gave it away. But, I'm spreading the love a little bit. It's gonna be an hour-long fucking video. These are delicious, though. So, again, the mouth, throat, all that burn, it's pretty much the same. It hasn't really changed. It's just keeping at that level. You know what I mean? So if it built to like this high or whatever you want to say, it's just maintaining that the more you eat, right? It's not going any hotter. It's not going down though. It's just staying at a nice level burn. And it took to, I think it was at number 4 is when it kind of peaked at that level. And now it's just kind of stayed there the whole time. Now it's a stomach thing. I'm full now. I'm pretty full. That's the last one I have. I had bought 10 of those because I thought that was about what I think I could personally do and still be okay and not, really exceed the stomach and blah blah blah. And I was right. I mean, that's right about where I'm at. I could probably do maybe 2 more, and be okay from what I'm feeling now. Maybe more, I don't know, but I'm good with that. I think that's solid burn for me. And again, part of this for me was just building the stomach. Just again, for my pepper eating, just trying to get my stomach to expand a little bit, get it like, I don't know. Again, I'm not a professional eater. I'm not, and I've never really talked to any of them, but I think, you have to train your body the same, and we need to, you can expand the stomach from time to time to do food challenges, to do certain things. So I'm working on that. My tolerance is pretty good. I'm happy with where it's at. I think it's pretty high. I think it's good. Now I can maintain that and keep it there. But now, I also need to start working on expanding the stomach and being able to get, more peppers, more whatever. You know what I mean? That makes sense. So anyways, this is such a long video. I'm just going to cut it real quick. We'll grab a drink of water and we'll get out. I appreciate y'all for watching. That was the Orange You Glad It's Not Hot challenge.